This is Solaris Nights with your host, William Double Double. The Solaris Open continues as fresh talent from across the Inner Sphere compete for a spot to take a class ranking. Produced by Donegal Broadcasting Company, the most trusted news in the Lyran Commonwealth. Seth Ghost Bear, I want to talk about you for a minute.
All right.
I want you to imagine that you are in a bathroom and that you're in one of the stalls, you're going to the bathroom, and a guy walks in. It's pretty normal until he stops in the stall next to you and he says, "I'm sorry, I need the money." And you notice a quick glint of something as he motions to stab you in the stomach. What do you do?
I want to karate chop him in the throat.
Okay. So you're going to accept that he gets an attack on you as long as you get him back?
Well, so I'm going to do basically what Amos did without shooting him. I'm going to attack him before he can attack me.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. 2d6 plus training.
All right. No Ghost Bear dice, huh? 10.
Okay. You can disable him, which means whatever you want it to mean in this context.
I think in this context, just leave him unconscious on the bathroom floor.
All right. At the end of it, I assume that you pull up your pants and wash your hands.
Yeah. Yep. Sure. Yes, I do all that while... Mm-hmm. So karate chop him in the throat, isolate the arm, disarm him because I assume he has a knife, and then pull up my pants, wash my hands, and then check his pockets. See if there's any identifying.
He does.
Okay. Is there any clues that I can garner from what he's carrying to see who may have hired him to shank me?
Ooh, make a research roll.
Okay. I'm on fire, dude.
You are on fire. Good. All right. The organization you are researching is Tortugan Alliance. May I ask two questions?
Yep. Okay.
I just want to remind you, 2 Gladiator Halls ago, you were warned that Tortugan Alliance had put out a bounty on all of you, and everyone fucking ignored it in context and never spoke of it again.
Yeah, that's true.
So this has been simmering in the background for so long.
Okay. So I would say, how is this vulnerable? And and goal, I guess.
Okay. So how is this vulnerable? I mean, listen, you're in a lot of trouble with a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And you just learned that you've been added to the gray list. Mm-hmm. The gray book. So, the one thing you can count on here is that theoretically, the police will do their job.
Okay.
So if you are just hey, this guy, he's got information on his phone that says he's accepting an illegal bounty to hurt me from Tortugan Alliance. Theoretically, assuming the cops aren't too corrupt, this could become a pretty small scandal very quickly.
Okay.
What is Tortugan Alliance's goal? Tortugan Alliance is a organization. As you're looking around, your instincts kick in. They are looking to push their way of life on everyone. So they aren't the best mech warriors. They aren't the best entertainers, but they're well funded by people who have a political agenda that involves stark Davianism. And not Steiner Davianism.
Sure.
True Davianism before the evil Hans Davian ruined everything by getting married to that witch.
I see. Okay.
So, traditional Davian values. honor as they see it, justice, mercy, but also domination and freedom, you know, and they will invade your country to show you how free you are. Now, and under their rule.
Yeah, and send guys into the bathroom to stab you in the kidney.
Yeah, we're talking third secession war, Davian. That's where we're at.
Okay. Yeah, I think Seth just reports this to the police. Because I think coming from clan society, like you know, obviously this sort of thing would be handled differently there, but like you know, like reporting it to the Watch, who may or may not exist.
And we know that they exist. You admitted to it.
I believe I said I'd never met a member of the Watch.
Can you roll 2d6 for me real quick?
Yeah, I can. Oh, the roll. 3.
The police officer who takes your report down seems
fucking hates me, huh?
deeply concerned and says, "Don't worry, we'll get right on this, Mr. Ghost Bear.
Yes,
this is going at the top of the pile." He gestures towards an empty intake box, and then he drops your file into it.
I'm sure.
I'll get back to you real soon.
Very good. Thank you. All right.
You have no reason to think he's lying, or?
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
I don't know. Could I have made it more sinister? Maybe he's got a Tortugan Alliance ring on, or something.
Yeah, or like he's got
a Rebel Rodney Redneck poster up behind him.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like a team jacket hanging up on the back of the chair.
The poster was signed to my number one fan.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Interesting start. So I think one of the things that Seth wants to do is research his next opponent, first of all. So I'll make another. Ooh, that's no good.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah, that's not a good one. That's 4.
Okay. What do you want to do about it?
I think I'm just going to take it.
All right. So you gain 1 stress. What's your stress at now?
3.
Good. What is a way you can be manipulated by your target, who is someone who previously beat your ass? John Moreau, a.k.a. the Paladin.
Okay. Some way that the Paladin.
I think that might have actually been the first match we ever had.
Yep.
Was her beating the shit out of you.
Look. All right. Okay.
Totally trashing you. Absolute domination. I'm just making stuff up now.
Yeah. How can Seth be manipulated by the Paladin? I think I mean, so I think what's how well known is, I mean, obviously it's not super well known because Omega's not in jail or anything, but how well known is it that Sergei was killed by Omega?
It's not known at all.
Okay. But how well known is it that Sergei is dead?
Not known at all.
Okay, never mind.
The news ticker says that he simply hasn't been showing up for his matches.
Why
would you think he's dead, Seth?
Because I was told he was.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, so can't go that angle.
I got one to suggest.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
She could bachal you for your rank.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Very well.
Absolutely.
Ask your question. Why do you laugh when I say bachal?
It's just a funny word.
Okay.
Current favored battle mech.
Current favorite battle mech is a Hammerhands 3D.
Okay, so she's still piloting the same as it was. Okay, good to know. All right.
And surely the match is going to go exactly the same way. I mean, nothing's changed since then, right?
Yeah, obviously, no, nothing has changed. Why would you say that? So next, I think Seth is going to go talk to a couple of interns.
Sure. Yeah. I'm cautiously hesitant. Who would you like to speak with?
First, he would like to speak with Astrid Elsa-Daughter, if she's around.
Astrid sees you coming and peels away from the hillbilly and moves to meet you halfway, and then stands with her hands on her hips with a slight lean to her that is an aggressive set.
I saw some of the footage of your training with the hillbilly. It was not good, as they say. You have a long way to go, Astrid Elsa-Daughter.
I mean, she's just like, okay, who are you, Seth, to come over here and tell me about my training when my training officer is right behind us?
Does she say that?
Yes.
Oh. I'm your target, obviously. You want to kill me, no?
Oh, she's just like, you think you know me, Seth? You don't know anything.
So you do not want to kill me?
I don't have anything to say to you about this.
Very well.
If and when I kill you, you'll never see it coming.
That is not the way of a warrior.
Yeah, it's the way of a hunter, though, you little rabbit.
I think he just laughs and walks away at that point.
I don't know. Like, I feel like Astrid is like a angrier Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay. Yeah. And then, no, we'll hold off on the second one. I was going to go talk to... You
sure? No, please go ahead.
I was thinking about going and talking to Saya.
Why wouldn't you go talk to Saya? What reason could a clan warrior, a SAR commander like yourself, be hesitant to talk to an 18-year-old girl? Afraid you're going to get burned a second time?
I mean, she is a Jade Falcon. They do talk a lot of shit. No, actually, I think he's going to go talk to Ro instead.
Oh boy, you catch him while he's on shift, while he's taking a break, or when he's off work?
That's a good question. Probably when he's on break.
Okay, so you find him at the upper gantry levels of the mech bay in a dark, shady corner with a cooler and a thermos, binoculars, a recording device, and a notepad with a pen. And as you're approaching, he says, "End report. Seth, so good to see you."
Hello, Ro. How are you finding your time here? Are the reports going well?
Well, the reports are personal. They're outside of my normal purview of work. I've been doing them as a hobby. And you, Seth? Have you been adjusting well to inner sphere life, fighting for money?
It has been enlightening to some aspects.
Has it really?
Indeed.
I'm curious. I wouldn't have thought you would felt the lure of Solaris.
In truth, this place is more similar to clan culture than most here realize once you strip away the mercantilism and seedier areas of the arenas.
I disagree, warrior. It couldn't be anything less like clan culture.
We see things differently then.
It's true. Then he does an evil laugh in the shadows.
And I imagine during this whole conversation, like Seth is like out on the gantry in like the light, and
yes, and he's
like,
in the shadow.
Like underneath like the arm of a battle mech or something.
So, oh no, he's above the battle mechs.
Okay.
He's like at the
he's at the
as
very
close
top.
to the ceiling as
like
possible.
Like a sniper perch.
Yes, like a sniper perch. So
Gotcha.
he stands up out of his, like plastic camping chair and moves towards you with a thermos and says, "You need a drink, Seth."
No, thank you, bondsman.
Yeah. Oh, when you call him bondsman, he chuckles and takes a drink of it and says, "Bondsman is such a perfunctory title. I am an employee now, Seth. Just like you."
Does he wear a bond cord?
He does.
Okay. Then why do you wear the bond cord?
Tradition, I suppose. Protection. One day the clans will return through this area.
I
The
agree.
Ilkhan will rise. I should be prepared for such times, but so long as I live in what is now the Inner Sphere, I follow their ways. They did capture me, after all. I am but a humble scientist, unable to defend myself from mighty warriors and bandits.
Indeed.
You smile, warrior. Do you not
Yes.
agree that the ways of these savage barbarians of the Inner Sphere who have taken me hostage, how can I do anything but work for them? It is the way of the clans, is it not?
I think you make a mockery of...
I interpret the way of the clans as is necessary to survive. That has always been the way of the scientist caste.
Indeed.
What's wrong, Seth? You look disturbed by this. I thought you said you liked Solaris, were well adjusted to it. You don't like the idea that they have a different way of doing things, that I might follow a different path that they've laid out for me?
I do not like the fact that you make a showing of following the way of the clans without actually doing so.
Do I not follow those I work for? Have I taken a lab name? I rarely speak in contractions. Do you find my behavior dishonorable, Seth?
I find that...
Where does your concern with me truly begin? And as he says this, he takes out his notepad and says, "Tell me more, Seth. I'm so interested in knowing the root of your discomfort."
You could be a great asset to this stable. I'm to its
believe
mech
that
warriors.
I am a great asset to this stable. I am one of the best mech techs we have available.
You are. But you could be more.
I am what my contract and my bond cord dictates that I am.
Are you? Because your bond cord would dictate that you give everything for this stable and that you work to increase its...
But that is not the way of Clan Apex Dragons. It would seem that it is you who have not adjusted, and not I. Perhaps you are the one too set in your ways. You lack flexibility, Bear.
Or perhaps I do not see this stable as a clan when it is full of Inner Sphere warriors.
Oh, there is a long tradition of clan bondsmen being adapted into the clan that captures them, even if it is an Inner Sphere clan. Operation Revival has given us many new traditions, Seth. Do you spit on the ways of Ilkhan Kerensky now? And now he's writing even more quickly when he's like, Seth, non-traditional warrior, crusader, question mark?
I guess things are changing for all of us.
The bears always have been slow to adapt to change.
Indeed. Patience and caution are some of our strongest traits. If that's all, bro.
Oh, I have so many more questions, Seth Ghost Bear. But it seems that you don't need me anymore, and you have given me much to think about your point of view. And as he says that, he steps back so his face is in half shadow, and like this, the part that you can see is like a friendly, cordial smile, but the part that you can't see, a little bit of light reflects off the glasses, and it seems like a sinister smirk on the left side of his face. Before you go, Seth.
Yes.
Have you heard about my new initiative?
I have not.
I was hoping that we could petition our silent investors to capture clan medical technology. With it, we could begin to regrow organs, repair broken limbs, replace lost vocal cords, improve the way of life of the people here, and show them, of course, the superiority of clan technology and culture. And then he suddenly, like a scorpion, dashes into the light and puts a hand on your shoulder and grips your shoulder a little too hard and gives you a slightly manic look, and he says, "You should do well to convince the investors to go in on this. Surely you look around at the paltry living arrangements these barbarians have and think about how much better things could be if only they could regrow their horrible deformities." What if you were injured, Seth?
Mad scientist vibes.
There's no one here who could help you except for me, Seth. What if you were to lose fingers? Would you accept cybernetics? Are you a Hell's Horses now?
I suppose I would not be able to answer that question until I had lost the fingers.
Why not plan for better days, Seth? Do the right thing.
I'm not opposed to Apex Dragons acquiring some form of clan medical technology.
All right, he lets go of your shoulder and says, "Good. Good."
Although whether you would be given access to it, who knows?
Bears may be slow to adapt, but they can be wise, Seth, he says as he steps back into the shadows. Very wise indeed.
I think Seth walks away with like a shiver running up his spine because Ro is a creepy motherfucker.
Ro sits back down and begins narrating another report to himself while sipping from his thermos.
All right.
I know people say he's creepy. I'm playing that part up, but
yeah,
when someone called him intense, I was like, "Yep, that's Ro." Old intense Ro.
Yep. All right. I think I'm ready to hit the interview.
Okay. So William is sitting across from you, and he says, "Seth Ghostbear, welcome back once again."
Thank you, William.
There's a lot going on, Seth, and you'll be facing an old opponent, your first opponent since you became a full gladiator.
True. Paladin and I have a history. But there are some other things I'd like to talk about first.
How curious. Lately with Apex Dragons, it's the one stable I can count on to always have something they want to talk about. Recently, I don't even have to ask them questions. Please, go ahead.
The first thing that I would like to touch on is something that several of my stablemates have already come out in support of, and it's the matter of whether or not elementals are being allowed to compete in the Class 1 rank matches. And as a clanner myself, I have a unique perspective to offer. I do not believe that they should be allowed to compete in the Class 1 matches, at least not without the Class 1 being restructured into a battle-armored division. The current technology that is used in the Class 1 matches would not present a sufficient challenge to any clan elemental. They would walk all over and all of the competitors within the Class 1. As you know, elementals can destroy in sufficient numbers. Elementals can destroy light mechs, and even a single elemental is sometimes enough to overwhelm some of the lighter light mechs in the 20 and 25 ton category. So allowing them to go into battle against combat exoskeletons as they are, it would be death for their opponents.
What do you say to the so-called Minxville Amendment, where those who have been confirmed to be genetically elemental in phenotype would be allowed to be competed unarmed against exoskeleton inner sphere warriors?
That could be a interesting match. A unaugmented elemental versus a augmented inner sphere warrior. I think, given that there would need to be provisions made about the armament of the exoskeleton, but otherwise I would see that as a fair matchup.
Okay, make your political statement. Possibly the least political statement you've ever made. Oh my god.
I'm actually going to spend a point of edge.
Whoa.
And re-roll this.
That's huge.
Yeah. So that's an 8.
All right. You reduce stress by 1 or gain 1 glory.
I will reduce stress by 1 because I already gained glory because I have made an appearance previously with Paladin.
Sure. I mean, you don't gain it until you get on the battlefield, but I'll buy that.
Yes, correct. Okay.
I love how the Solaris Civic Council is like, we're going to punish him by making him fight old, shitty opponents. And Seth is just like this is how I farm for glory.
Yeah. Also, William, I would like to give my thanks to William Schmidt, the hillbilly, for the statements he made, and the clarifying statements that he made in support of the clans here on Solaris and their ongoing struggles to be recognized as part of the Solaris Games culture.
With a new mech warrior joining us just today from the clans, I think you're going to find that clans will be involved in everything going forward on Solaris.
And I think I think you are correct. And going forward, I think a great deal of people will need to change their opinions because the clans are here to stay. And even at the highest levels of the Solaris Games officials or official network, there are those who would like us not to be here, and that will need to change in the future.
There are those who would say that you can't just come into the neighborhood of Solaris and start dictating terms, Seth. What would you say to those people?
I would tell them that my ongoing streak of victories allow me to dictate whatever terms I would like, as seems to be the culture here. If you win, everything is permitted.
I think there are many who would disagree with you, but just as many who would agree with you. Would you say that that truly is the way of the clans?
If you win, that everything is permitted? I would say that if you...
Is that not my understanding of a trial of refusal?
The way of the clans is might makes right. If you are the best warrior, obviously you are the most suited to govern and guide the clans forward. If you are defeated, your way was not the correct way.
All right, so when you say that, he's like, all right, that's an interesting opportunity. And he says, you've been defeated several times, Seth. How have you changed your way since coming to Solaris?
Well, I have begun to accept some of the inner sphere culture that I have come into contact with. I do not typically try to apply the caste system to everyone.
You literally just...
Yes, because he claims to be a Klansman.
Okay. Sorry, that's me saying it. Please continue.
Yeah.
I believe he claims to be Row Apex Dragons.
That's true.
What you glean from that is up to yourself.
So I do not put those who would go against it in the caste system. I refer to inner sphere people by their last names, which is not something that my clan brethren would do. As
I remember when we first met, you called me Tafcald.
I do, yeah, I would, yes. If I knew your last name, I would use it. Williamson, yes. Well, William Williamson, that's quite the mouthful, but...
William Wyndham Williamson, the third, actually.
Would you prefer that I use your full name?
No.
Okay.
You can call me Doctor if you like. Professor.
Very well.
William
Professor.
Billy.
But my point being is that if someone prefers to use inner sphere culture rather than the clan culture that I grew up with, I am no longer opposed to that. I believe that both sides could learn quite a bit from each other.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say to your fans, investors?
The Paladin will not be victorious a second time. I will be
victory,
I
sir?
am guaranteeing victory, yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anyone you'd like to guarantee victory for?
No, just regular guaranteeing victory.
Doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, I know.
You just don't want to dedicate it to a corporate.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Gain 1 stress.
Yep. Back up to 3.
Now I know why you use that edge.
Correct. I needed the controversial statement to keep me down.
Okay, so before the match, you receive like a legal document proclaiming itself to be a bachal, bidding her Hammerhands 3D versus whatever you want to bring. There's words in there like cut down, they clearly don't understand but have thrown in there, and that the prize from you should be your rank.
Okay. So let me give, like, she's basically saying, hey, I'm challenging you, or this is a trial of possession for rank 92. I'm bringing the Hammer Hands 3D. With what forces do you choose?
What forces do you defend your title? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Is there an opportunity to see her before the battle?
Absolutely.
Okay. I would like in like the joint mech bay or whatever.
All right. So she's every bit her character, John the Paladin. Got a sword. She's got the anime mom who's going to die in the second episode hair. Mm-hmm. So it's, the hair gathered up into a big ponytail over one shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure.
So she's not in her piloting suit yet. She's in something that's vaguely like, it's not a breastplate, but it's like the shoulder armor piece, mm-hmm. and like some straps to make it look kind of military-ish. And then like a armored metal skirt type deal. Okay. Yeah, she just holds out a hand for you and says, Seth.
Paladin. I don't think he'll shake her hand, but he will put the like legal document back into it.
Oh, I should be more clear. When she held out her hand, it was not a handshake. It was a milady kiss the hand deal.
Yeah,
and it's absolutely a mockery of you in the process. Yes.
So I think
some documents.
In that case, I just hit the top of her hand with the documents, and I say, "You do not understand the way of the clans.
Perhaps,
but I accept your challenge."
With what forces do you defend your title?
The Timberwolf Arctos.
I see. Is that not such a wasteful bid to bring such overwhelming firepower and mech weight against me?
Who am I bidding against? You defeated me in our last encounter. Therefore, I should bring the.
But you have been rated above me, Seth.
This is true.
Do you not accept the wisdom of the Solaris Civic Council and its rankings?
And who are you to counsel a warrior on what bid they should bring against you? This is not the way of the clans, Paladin.
Are you sure? The way of the clans is not to be wasteful, is it not?
I assure you, I will not be wasting
firepower?
anything.
What are you? Some sort of civil warist? A Maurician?
This is not bargained well and done, Paladin. I will see you on the battlefield. And he drops the legal document and walks away.
All right, she lets it hit the ground and doesn't go to grab it and walks away. Okay. Her entrance is every bit the Paladinic fanfare it was the first time. Mm-hmm. Her fans are outnumbered by your fans, however. A lot of... Now, look, I've been told that the term MILF is pejorative, derogatory, so now I'm using the new term Bawilla. Beautiful woman I'd like to ask out.
Okay.
So we got a lot of Bawillas in the audience wearing, like, Daddy Seth Crush Me t-shirt. You listen up, motherfucker. I have watched Twitter destroy themselves over Lady Dimitrescu, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, Seth would make the same impact.
Okay, yep.
Don't even tell me that's not a thing. I've seen everybody be like, mommy milker, dommy mommy, okay?
Yep.
Seth is going to be like, that's right, I'm the ghost bear.
Oh, man.
And even if Seth isn't, the marketing department for Apex Dragons is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are many fine Bawillas in the audience for you.
Are there
a lot of Cosmos? What's it when you do wine or champagne into orange juice? Mimosas.
Yeah. Hey, dude, mimosas are good though.
Mimosas are good. I fucking love mimosas. When I go on cruises, I get I have enough cruise time that they give me free bottles of champagne,
Nice,
and so
nice.
I'm like, bring me like a pitcher of orange juice every morning, so I may make my own mimosas. I just day drink every day.
Amazing, yes, that's the way to do it on a cruise, man.
Yeah,
You just it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world. All right,
but yeah, John's playing up to the crowd as best she can. With her, she's a little bit more reserved in her inflammatory rhetoric than other more dead members of her stable.
R.I.P. Rebel Rodney. Not really, though.
No, wow, look at this Rebel Rodney hater.
Yeah. Yep.
He died for Hunter McGregor's sins.
All of the Tortugan Alliance get fucked, dude. So I think Seth's entrance is very, very similar to what it always has been. Lots of large drums. The tribal horns playing as he spins. He's going back to the axe for this one as he spins the axe around him, like in a sort of half dance, half martial routine, and then at the culmination of the drum beats and horns blowing, throws the axe into the symbol for the Tortugan Alliance sables.
Wow. Going directly for them, huh?
Yep. Yeah, it's not even John's personal sense. It's just the whole stable.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? Any statements you want to make?
Not at this time. I don't particularly feel like trying to call them out for having me stabbed.
This is a Donegal Broadcasting Company news alert.
That's an 8.
9
for me. Okay.
Too bad that wasn't your opening ERPPC roll.
Yeah, right. That'd be amazing.
I will choose to defend up down, and I'll take the top side.
Okay.
You place first, my friend.
Yep. I'm just thinking. I will go.
Oh, you still haven't seen yesterday's match, huh? You missed out.
No, I have not. I wasn't able to finish it before.
It's a very good match, some would say. Others would say it was terrible.
I will deploy right there. Smack dab in the center.
I'll deploy right here.
Okay.
Smack dab in the not center. 11.
5.
Good luck.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for a run of 1.
She runs up into her heavy woods. Now you're both
Okay.
heavy woods.
Yep. We're both heavy
Oh,
woods.
sorry, I actually can't do that. But I can jump
you can
there.
jump there. Yeah. And let's see.
12 hexes, I think.
12 hexes. Okay. Good. So I will fire 2 ERPPCs, 2 medium pulse lasers. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus 2 is 6. So we're 6s for the ERPPC, and then Boy, this might be an impossible shot with the pulse lasers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it'd be 12s. I'll save the heat and I'll just fire the ERPPCs.
Okay.
ERPPCs looking for 6s. That will hit right torso for 15.
6s.
Yeah, right. Am I? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm should be looking for 8s. I think. Let me redo my math here.
And the trees.
3. Yeah, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9, 10. Okay, so yeah, it would be 8s. So that misses. Never mind.
Yeah, that sounded super wrong.
I forgot to add in the range. That one will hit though. So that's right arm for 15.
All right. That arm and its other arm immediately begins spitting AC-10 rounds at you. Miss. That's also a miss.
Okay.
Remember to do the tickers today. It's important stuff.
Yeah, now that you're behind by 1.
11.
All right. Oh. 9. I
can't always do full length ads, okay? But tickers are a little bit easier.
I will move by not moving.
Mm-hmm. Okay, she'll move by not moving. The Eric Vulgaris move.
Yeah. Pretty standard Eric Vulgaris stuff there. I'm gonna again fire 2 ERPPCs. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm looking at 5s, I believe now. Right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, looking for 5s. Oof. Barely hit. 15 to the left arm.
Okay.
And then that is 15 right leg.
It's the old cluttered way of doing things. I had to find my pilot check modifier. Feels like a really good advertisement for the new additive load system.
Indeed. And the updated Dunamis Battletech accessories.
You got anything else?
No, I think that's it. That's it. Just the ERPPCs.
Do AC-10s then?
Yep.
Uh, 10 damage right torso.
Got it.
10 damage left leg. And that will require a PSR from Liam.
Indeed.
Let us roll our PSRs.
Okay.
You just stand still in heavy woods blasting at each other like fools and madmen.
I am solid.
Success.
All right.
The audience is basically just like, they're just standing there, firing away. Chunks of armor are falling off.
I've got a 4.
7.
Okay. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 6.
Okay. Interesting. I don't move.
Okay. I will fire 2 ERPPCs and 2 medium pulse lasers. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm looking at 5s on the 5s on both. It should be, because I'm a medium range with the pulse lasers, which the pulse cancels out, and short range on the ERPPCs. So it'll be 5 and then 7 for the medium pulse because of the woods. That'll hit 15 points right torso.
Okay.
That will hit 15 points center torso.
Okay.
Now, pulse laser number 1. It's going to miss. Pulse laser number 2, also going to miss.
All right. She's firing an alpha strike.
Okay.
Left leg for 10.
Got it.
Snake eyes. Medium laser 1. Left torso for 5.
Got it.
Miss. And a 10 on. Is this an SRM 4 or 6? I might have got this messed up last time.
Yeah, it's a SRM6.
Okay.
That was somebody else that you did that on.
Okay, 5 missiles hit. Center torso. Left arm. Left torso. Right arm. Right torso.
All right.
ESRs.
Yep.
He's good.
I am also good. That's a 4 on initiative for me.
I don't know what this is like, winning initiative. Never mind, I also got a 4. Couldn't have said anything, am I right? 7.
Yep. 10.
I don't know, can you do some weird shit where I can't target you anymore by running in a straight line?
1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I could get basically all the way over there, but
Yeah, but I'd be able to torso twist.
yeah.
Alright, I just stay standing.
Okay.
This is where you're like, I'm teleporting behind her using this trap card I laid down in the first round.
I play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw a card. Let's see. I am going to go 1, 2, 3. Well, hang on. Actually, which side did I fuck up? Her right side. I want to be on the other side of her. So I guess I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Which was my 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. No. It's hard to maneuver against somebody with sniper. But I think I need to get into close range, because otherwise she's at close range and I'm at medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For a walk of 1.
Okay. He's just gonna alpha strike again.
Yeah, I am also going to alpha strike her.
I thought you might.
Yep. So we're going 2 ERPPCs.
Whoa! Hold up there. I'm shooting first, buddy.
Oh, and actually, this is also so the weapons loadout on this sheet is wrong. It's got the targeting computer, but
the other one.
Yeah. It's the we don't need to change the sheet. I just have 2 more SRM6s instead of. So I have 4 SRM6s rather than the targeting computer.
Well, if I'd known that, I would have done something totally different.
Okay, well,
I wouldn't have.
Okay.
This battle would go exactly the same way.
Yeah, Jean Moreau is not a big mover and shaker. She's a stand and shoot kind of lady.
Let me be clear: when your cockpit gets blown out by the end of this match, you will eat those words.
I mean, my cockpit got blown out at the end of this match last time too. That's what lost it. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm looking for 4s for my. Oh, I'm sorry, you're shooting first.
Yes,
okay.
I am. Center torso for 10.
Got it.
Right arm for 10.
Got it.
Left leg for 5.
Got it.
Wow. Well, happens to the best of us. And that is a hit. 4 missiles hit. The first one hits your left arm.
Got it.
Left arm.
Got it.
Right arm.
Got it.
Right leg.
Got it.
Well, for some reason, I'm really close to blowing through that left leg.
Yeah, that left leg's taking a lot of
Other than
punishment.
that, I'm in some deep shit.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Alpha Strike in return. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4s on the ERPPC. 3, 4, 5, 6. 4s on the medium pulse lasers, and 6s on the SRMs. So ERPPC number 1, looking for 4. That is 15 center torso. Uh, 15 right torso. No crit if it's internal.
That is internal.
Okay. Medium pulse number 1. Will hit 7 points left arm.
Okay. Internal.
Second will miss. No crit on the crit roll, but all right. SRM 6 number 1.
This is where the pain begins.
Yep. Yep. No crit on that one though. So that'll hit with 3 missiles. First one is center torso.
Yep, it's internal.
No crit.
I know.
Second one is right leg.
Okay.
And that's not good for you. That's right torso with a 12 on the crit dice.
Okay, she dies. I mean, she takes 2 ammo explosion hits that just total. All right, so
technically,
yeah, she dies because the ammo.
Does she?
Yes, because the ammo is going to take out the other ammo in the right arm as well.
Oh
right?
shit! Yeah. Well,
and maybe even the left torso ammo as well. It's just going to be ammo explosion after ammo explosion as the whole mech fucking torches itself.
Sure.
Look, I'm willing to say she only takes 4 points of damage from the 2 main ones because the way transfer works, it only goes to the center torso. But the mech is gone, and she requires immediate life-saving medical attention.
Yep.
We can keep shooting if you want to. If you maybe want to touch off a couple more of those, end this threat forever.
I mean,
why not? Go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
They did try and knife me in the bathroom, but I don't think I have enough firepower to.
No, go ahead, please continue.
It's
all you need is 2 more headshots.
That's fair. That's fair.
Or penetrate the left torso, right arm, Left
Sure.
arm. Yeah, there's all kinds of places you could cause her to explode.
Yeah, that's fair. And I have three more SRM6s
I know.
to fire. So last missile from this grouping is left torso.
Okay, that's just off of armor.
Second SRM6 is gonna miss. Third SRM6, that'll hit with so that'll hit with 3 missiles again.
Sure.
First one is left torso.
Okay.
Second one is left arm.
That's eternal.
No crit. Third one is center torso.
It sails through the exploding hole that was the center torso.
Yep. All right, and then so last SRM6, it's gonna miss.
Wow, so unfortunate. Could have ended this forever.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't get my glory when she challenges me again.
So I guess she needs to roll all 4 consciousnesses. Is that how this works, or just the top one?
I believe it is all 4 with consciousness checks.
Wake on 1, 2, 3. Well, she's doing great so far.
Yeah, just holding it together. Okay.
Her cockpit seat ejects, and she sails off into the heavy woods. And I want to be clear. At this point, everyone goes quiet because they've seen what happens with you last time an ejected mech warrior was on the field.
Yeah, so I think Seth just turns the mech. I'm going to make my piloting check to stay on my feet. I'm good. Yeah, so he turns the mech and like, I think like he'll like just walk by back off the field, stomping past her unconscious body on her piloting command chair and the smoking ruin of her mech. It's the like so I think so I think like so she ejects and lands a ways away from the smoking ruin of her mech, and Seth just walks right over it. Like, you know, like when in the NBA, when you dunk on somebody and they fall down, you like step over them.
Wow.
That's what he's doing to her right now.
Wow. Disrespectful, huh?
Yep. Try and use my fucking clan culture against me. This is what you get.
Is there anything you want to do before the interview?
I don't think so. It's a pretty convincing win.
Okay. Finishing up some notes here. About how dead you are.
Yeah, about how much more the Tortuga Alliance wants to kill me now.
Here's the thing: you could beat their mech warriors on the field once, but that hate money that goes a long way towards getting shipped in a bathroom.
Yep, I know it does.
Yeah, William's seated across from you, and he says, "Seth, you had a fairly good showing in the Solaris Open, and now that you've moved on to the General Solaris Circuit, you have defeated the woman who first defeated you.
Indeed.
Do you feel like you're improving your skills?
I feel
or
like
was that first fight just a fluke?
I feel like I'm becoming more comfortable in the arena style of matches, with the build up beforehand and the attention that they receive from the Solaris citizenry at large. I think I'm coming into my stride. would say that yes, that first match was a fluke. The level of competition difference. I may have underestimated the Paladin a little in our first match. Genre is, for a inner sphere mech warrior, fairly skilled.
Interesting to hear you say that, Seth. Now, I understand that there are ceremonies revolving around the pageantry of arena combat within the clans, if you're willing to speak on that. Specifically, fights for a blood name. Now, there isn't a lot known about these. Are you qualified to gain a blood name? And if so, do you believe your experiences here on Solaris will prepare you for those blood name fights?
That is a great deal of questions all wrapped up into one, William.
I'm very good at what I do.
You are indeed. To answer your first question, yes, there is a great deal of pageantry, as you put it, wrapped up in the blood name trials. I could go into great depth, but I will save your viewers the boring parts.
What is your blood name, or what blood name do you belong to?
I belong to the blood house of Kabrinsky.
Kabrinsky?
Yes. As currently, there were no Kabrinsky blood names up for trial, but with I've been out of touch with Clan Ghost Bear for the better part of a year now. It's very possible that several Kabrinsky warriors could have fallen during the invasion or grown old, and their slots would have opened up.
Now, Seth, I'll admit I'm not the most educated on clan culture, but our analysts at the Donegal Broadcasting Company, the top news in the inner sphere and straight out of the Lyran Commonwealth, tell me that Kabrinsky is an elemental blood name, and that
Correct.
It's very unusual to see mech warrior phenotypes. Does this explain your superior size, stamina, endurance?
Kabrinsky is an elemental blood name, typically. There are mech warrior bloodlines within the blood house.
When you go to claim your name, will you have to fight elementals in unaugmented combat?
It depends on which Kabrinsky blood name I am competing for. Each name has, within the blood house, each name has a legacy of its own, given to it by the previous holders of that specific blood name. If I would prefer to compete for a mech warrior legacy name, but you can't always choose.
You're saying you can't always get what you want.
Exactly.
But if you try sometime, you'll get what you need.
Yes, I believe those are the words. Also, Clan Ghost Bear, as you know, you're familiar with Vimy Diamond Shark, yes?
I have had him on the show several times. Very charming individual.
Yes, he is what is known as a aerospace phenotype.
Yes.
Clan Ghost Bear does not use the aerospace phenotype. We only produce warriors of the mech warrior and elemental phenotypes.
Shocking. This is absolutely shocking to hear.
Our clan did not see the pros being more advantageous than the cons with the aerospace phenotype, and as such, it is not used in our.
How do your people keep your jump ships and drop ships running then? Is it not true that warriors serve as the crew members on them rather than technicians?
The senior crews, yes, are all warriors. However, sometimes, especially on warships, the greater crew is often a mix of scientist and technician cast, which are given special dispensation to serve as warriors aboard a warship.
Incredible.
This due to the massive numbers of crew that are required to keep them running.
It's very egalitarian of you, Ghost Bears.
Indeed. We are one of the more forward-thinking clans in that way. Though our aerospace wing is not the strongest part of our Toman.
Well, what was that word?
That would be the clan's fighting tail. It's military, as it were. The Toman is our...
Your army?
Yes,
okay.
Correct. And to, let's see, back to the blood name question. Am I eligible? Yes. I am eligible to compete for a Kabrinsky blood name. There are two ways that I could go about doing so. One of which is to be nominated by a current name holder and compete in a series of blood name trials until one person is left standing at the end. The other way is to go through a second series of trials, which is a large, mostly free-for-all tournament to compete for a single spot in the blood name trials to achieve the legacy.
So what I'm hearing is tournament arc.
Yes. I'm unfamiliar with what that means.
It's an Earth term that dates back to the 21st century.
I see. Yes, it is a tournament. It is most of the time the one combatant who has to battle their way into the blood name trials, unless they are particularly skilled, usually does not end up winning the blood name, as they are disabled before either to get out of the tournament to get in to achieve the spot in the blood name trial. Usually requires anywhere from 10 to 15 battles, leaving them
Sure.
in a
This sounds
disadvantageous
like
position.
very Solarisian. Do you have a Kabrinsky sponsor?
Again, I have not been in contact with Clan Ghost Bear for over a year.
Okay, I want you to know that there are hundreds of people that are crying right now. They're like, he's cut off from his people. He can't even complete his own culture. We have to find a way to get him to phone home. If only the evil Comstar would allow him to call his mother.
No. So I have no way of knowing if any of the Kabrinsky blood name holders would sponsor me.
All right. That's a very tragic story, Seth. Omega Tanaga has spent a lot of time talking about how he will use his winnings to return back to his place of origin, the mysterious clan homeworlds. What is your purpose here? Are you, like Omega, hoping to gain enough fame, notoriety, or just cash to return home, to fund a trip back to the Ghost Bear occupation zone, as it is called in the Inner Sphere? Or are you looking for something more, Seth? Something more than even a blood name?
When I first arrived here, I believed that I only had to wait for the clans to arrive and conquer this world. Now that the Truce of Tukiyid is in place, they will no longer be advancing core word for 15 years. So that is a very long time to wait. And I have to consider what my options are. So I guess, William, I do not have an answer to that question, as I myself do not know.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. You get 2 experience points.
All right.
I'm sorry. You get 1 experience points, and you get to choose whether you'd like to gain another experience or a glory.
I would like to gain another experience. And then I'm also going to spend my week training so I can gain another experience and hit 6 and level up for the 3rd time. So I will also be choosing a new playbook. First, I'm going to take my the move from heal that plummeted 16 feet, and you may substitute entertainer for corporate.
Sure.
So I'm going to take that one, and then I guess this is the moment of truth. I've been going back and forth on which one.
I honestly thought you were going to take Hordari.
Yeah, I thought about it.
I guess after your actions today, I should have realized you
Also,
weren't going to take it.
I'm trying to set up the face turn here.
Yeah. Okay. I can't wait for it to happen. The setup, because I don't think you've made any progress.
I mean, today was the start. I went for a sympathetic angle in my post match interview.
Sure, you did. I'll buy that.
And I didn't just murder the shit out of Jean Moreau, even though they tried to kill me. Or at least,
I mean, she may not have personally tried to kill you.
Sure.
I mean, you can't blame her for the actions of her organization just because she may have asked them to or may be involved in some way. You don't know yet.
Sure. So I think, let's see. I've been going back and forth between hot dog and
oh boy, hot dog, really?
Ex-soldier. Yeah, right? I mean, Seth's pretty full of himself.
I think ex-soldier is an admission that you're never going back to the clans.
Yeah, that is one of the...
Well, the technical description of it is Mechs weren't a game for you until now. So maybe that is more Seth than we...
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's very true. Even though, I still don't think Mechs are a game for him, but it's... I
like the idea that you take the one that allows you to roll training instead of entertainer, and now you take the one that allows you to roll training instead of corporate, and you're just like, everything I learned on the battlefield, I can use it anywhere, man.
Yeah. I was also looking at Outsider, but I don't think Seth doesn't really have a wild enough persona for that.
Star Commander Seth, the Martial Olympian.
Yeah.
You ever want to get off the gray list and stop fighting rank 99ers, let me know. That'll be the first signal.
Yeah.
Star Commander Seth here. Listen to your gym coach, kids.
Yeah. Be like the Captain America school videos where it's like,
you flip the chair around.
Yeah, yep.
Listen to your teacher. Isn't that right, teacher? That's right, Cap.
So I think he's gonna go. I'm gonna go with ex-soldier.
A crushing admission, Seth Ghostbear. He used to be a warrior just like you. But then he got stuck on Solaris and decided not to go home for some reason.
Yeah. Dude, jump ship tickets are expensive, man.
Yeah. You know what's the really expensive one? Going from the Inner Sphere side to the Ghost Bear side.
Yeah, it's gonna
be rough finding a captain willing to do that.
Yeah, you've got to basically smuggle yourself out of the Inner Sphere.
Be a lot easier to just show up on a planet the Ghost Bears are invading and be like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm back."
Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
Definitely would. But I don't think they actually like.
Yeah, they stop invading inner sphere planets and start invading clan planets for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I would say like I don't think that until the Ghost Bear Combine War, I don't think the Ghost Bears take another inner sphere world until then.
They spend most of their time fighting the wolves.
Yeah, and most of their time beating the wolves. For one of the few times it happens in Battletech fiction.
Don't worry, the wolves will beat the asses off the Ghost Bears in the future, stealing their greatest warrior and turning him into a wolf. They'll still call him a bear, and they'll give him a mech called the bear, but they'll call him the wolf.
Oh man.
Have you read Hour of the Wolf yet? Or you just know about Jordan and Hawkins?
Yeah, I just know about Jordan and Hawkins. And
that's the best part of the whole book.
And Devlin Stone's Descent into Madness.
It was
and how it was so perfectly calculated the whole time. I set you up to beat the shit out of me.
Yeah. Amazing.
That was his master stroke, was setting himself up to lose.
It's like playing Xanatos Gambit, but instead of planning to always win down every path, you plan to lose down every path.
No matter what you do, I'll still lose.
Yeah. Okay. Post-battle action.
Was training.
You sure you don't want to train an intern?
Yeah, I mean, they're not my intern.
But you seem like you were really involved with Astrid's training. Why not give her a little bump? Give her some pointers, Seth.
Because then I won't level.
Ah, I see. Very selfish of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
To interfere in her training and then go ahead and just be like, well, fuck you.
Look, I'm just trying to give her some motivation. Like, she wants to kill me, so come and get it.
What are you gonna do when she stabs you just to death in your sleep?
Stabs me in my sleep. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead.
Just go, I was a Tortugan Alliance assassin. Look, I found the knife. Ignore my bloody handprints around it. I pulled it out of his chest. Yeah. Everything I've said is true so far.
I think Seth is in far more danger off the battlefield than he is on the battlefield.
That's because you're piloting the crux of clan war machines for your weight class.
That's right.
You'd be in a lot more trouble in the unlimited class.
Yeah, that's true. I've actually thought about bumping up.
Good. But good. I want you to think about that.
Yeah.
Because your next match is going to be a ranked battle.
Ooh, excellent.
You think so?
No, not really. Because well, I guess I can't ask that without researching something.
You would have to research it. That's true. Go ahead.
Yeah,
what's the worst that could happen? Gain stress?
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
I could gain a stress.
That's exactly what could happen. Assuming that he wins his next battle, your opponent is Kyle Morgan.
Oh shit, really?
Yep.
Oh boy, okay.
What question would you like to ask about him?
Oh man, I don't know.
I bet you thought that gray listing didn't sound that bad right up until they used it to start fucking with you.
Oh no, this is terrible. God damn. I don't even know what to ask now.
Kyle's like, well, I guess I have to lose my next battle so I don't fight Seth.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think Kyle might be able to beat me. Like this is the player talking, obviously, because that's like, shit. I guess I gotta kick the shit out of my buddy.
2 SPAs.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
You helped fund them.
Yeah, I did. Oh man!
Don't worry, he's about to get his ass kicked in his next battle.
Yeah, the Devlin Stone quote is coming back to bite me in the ass here.
Remember, he's going into his next battle. Okay, so the audience doesn't know this.
Oh, yeah.
He's going into the next battle without having healed for the second time in a row.
Yep.
So he's done 2 battles and has not repaired his mech. And in exchange for getting a 3-point SPA from the investors, his next battle will be with his still damaged mech, which has holes in the armor.
Yeah, it's got. I think the last time we saw it, I think it had 8 armor left on its left torso.
Yeah,
which I think he's got a Clan XL.
Yeah,
so it's not immediate death, but it ain't great. It ain't great. I guess I'll ask, how is this vulnerable?
I mean,
how is Kyle Morgan vulnerable
weak,
to me?
fleshy inner spheroid with no self-defense training. He's got some security guards, but you're a known friend. They never see you coming if you wanted to beat the shit out of him right before the battle. It wouldn't be clan-like, but that's how he's vulnerable. Also, you've partnered up with him before. You know that he can be easily manipulated in terms of business arrangements. If you were to somehow make it clear to him that it would be better for the stable for you to win instead of him, he would probably agree to it. And I realize that's not maybe what you wanted to hear, but those are the ways Kyle Morgan can be manipulated.
Yeah.
Through force or through corporate greed.
Okay.
Listen, Kyle, I'm the clear choice for stable champion. You have to let me win. And if you don't, I'll beat you up before the battle.
Nah, I don't think so. I was just curious as to what
you gained a stress, by the way, which I think brings you back up to 4.
Me up to 4. Yeah,
good. Making the odds of you winning even smaller.
I got some time to make some controversial statements before the next match.
See, that's the thing. We've actually had enough victories and not murders for a little while. I mean, yeah, sure, we had Hunter, but there's been so few controversial statements that maybe Elizabeth will be able to go get a shower at home at some point.
Yeah, go, clean out her fridge of rotten food at home, which she hasn't been to in 6 months.
It's been a month and a half, but sure.
Yeah.
If you guys could just stop killing people and causing problems, it would be great.
Yeah. I mean, look at me. I'm doing great. I've didn't kill anybody today, and I don't think my controversial statement was that controversial.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm saying that she's in a good place right now.
And just wait until that bombshell that dropped in Amos's episode becomes public.
What are you gonna do? You want to give us a little preview, Seth?
Me? I mean, I don't know, man. That's I haven't thought that far ahead for what it's gonna be. It's gonna be pretty serious, though. I think it's gonna change. It's gonna change the game for sure. But I think Seth has held off on outing other people's secrets. Like he didn't. Like he could have fucking blasted Hunter with the Fritz Jaeger stuff, but he didn't. And
it's good that he didn't, because that would have gotten you gray listed even earlier.
Yeah,
outing a personaed mech warrior. Come on now, nobody on Solaris likes that crap.
Sure, yeah, you don't break kayfabe.
Yeah, especially not as a babyface or a heel. Mr. Heel.
That's right.
So just to be clear, your heel rules and your babyface rules are still in effect, even though you switch playbooks.
Yeah, because I still have the signature move, right?
Yep.
So.
And you have the starting moves for. You have the starting bar for babyface heel.
The starting bar.
So at the top it says, if this is your first playbook.
Oh yeah.
You still have that. Yeah. That never goes away. It's always part of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is nothing for yours, but yeah, you still have love-hate relationship.
And then do I pick up the signature move from ex-soldier now that I've taken? Okay.
You don't gain the if this is your first playbook, but you do gain Semper Vigilis.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Now you can never be beaten by your nemesis, Brody.
Brody Harrison,
who also Semper Vigilis is constantly.
Correct.
Okay. All right. That's it. Have a good afternoon, guys.